Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, the swamp, where they say only Gators get out alive. And that seems to be even more true if it's under the lights. And that's where Florida is for this opener at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium as Florida will christen a new season tonight. The Gators will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Memphis offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are...
And he breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. Big. He steps out of bounds with a first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the tailback. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Florida's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a great matchup we have of two highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These two running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again.
Nothing but green ahead. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
From the gun, the ground game. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. The Gators will hustle to the line. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And this dude knows how to get after quarterbacks. Last week he had 3 sacks. He gets his first today. I'll tell you what, you better know where he is before the ball snapped every single play.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national...
Incomplete.
A chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's McCarthy. He's got his man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get the first through the air. Getting some heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And how about the aggressive play call? 3rd and 1, and you still throw the football, taking a shot and saying, I'm going to go make a big play. The defense was disciplined, get the quarterback on the ground. Nice job by the defense.
And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. The give to the left. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 35. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly.
He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. The give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll give it to the back. Fights off a defender. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Turns it on in midfield. He's got 50 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the ball.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. They fake it, looking for a man. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. He wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Memphis. Reeled it in and just made the house call. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Gators line up to punt it away.
Number 12, on to kick it away.
Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Caught close to the marker. It's Robbins. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Makes his connection. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Memphis.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Memphis, 28, Florida, 2.
He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Loss of 3. Brings up 2nd. Down.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far.
Memphis about to boot it away to start the 2nd half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Got the quick completion. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. Snap it to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Gators with the 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Pressure coming. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The inside handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Looking for a man. It's McCarthy. Gets open down the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
And the Gators have their offense in high gear. The snap sets up the throw. Buys a little time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's right on target. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking left. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. After picking up a couple of 1st downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
35, Florida, 9.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive throw.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. First down to start the drive after the break. Dropping back, it's McCarthy. He's got his man.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Got it in stride inside the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half, but I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field, looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats?
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Going to take a shot. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Memphis, 42. Florida, 16.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To throw, it's McCarthy. Floating away. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. And it's picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5.
Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this DB.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get it down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's open on the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker.
Pass interference. Offense.
The defense. For that penalty immediately, and they got it. Offensive pass interference waves off the 1st down. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get behind the defense. And he'll make the catch at the 15. Touchdown, Memphis. And the pummeling has started. with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Colorado went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Buffs in a statement win if there ever was one. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Line gets set. First down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Here comes the offense on first down. They're bringing heat. Throws to the wideout. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too... They still be counted for 6. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They won the game today. That's